When I was very young, I loved to write songs, and my grandfather was a musician who played saxophone and clarinet and piano, and he would sometimes write lyrics to the little melodies that I made and help me learn to notate them. When I was in about 4th grade, my parents bought me my first music notation software, and one of the first things I wrote on the computer was a melody and accompaniment to a poem written by a children's poet named Jack Perlusky. Later that year, he happened to come to my hometown bookstore for a reading of his poetry, so I printed out the song I had written for his poem, and I went to the bookstore, and I remember being so nervous to give him my tune. Of course, he was very sweet and really excited to receive it, and I think that was one of the first times in my life that I felt the enormous pleasure that it is to give music as a gift to other people, especially when we have to summon all of our confidence to do it. When I was in middle school and high school, my school's band program was very popular and very good. The band teachers made music fun and had an incredible ability to create a socially vibrant program that was also musically rigorous. Playing every year in the wind ensembles, but particularly in my later years in high school, opened my mind and ears to the kind of really special musical experience that is possible when lots of people are playing together, and to the complex sonorities that are possible compositionally and in performance with that kind of broad timbral palette. There's no one transformative moment that I remember. In fact, I felt it constantly. The rich sound of wind instruments and the feeling of belonging to something were so transformative. I didn't necessarily know I wanted to devote my career to music, but certainly that I wanted music making to be present in the rest of my life. I did end up choosing to spend my career in the field of music, and every musical experience I have feels like a continuation of that same search. To commune with other people, to communicate in abstraction, and to explore and to marvel at the sorts of new and old sounds. But I have been fortunate in my career to add another type of rewarding experience, which is teaching. I started to teach private lessons over 10 years ago, and although the business and scheduling side has been a hustle at times, the teaching itself is so fantastically rewarding. I love studying the trumpet with private students of any age, and I love exploring music in all sorts of directions with classrooms of kids. I love the way that musical knowledge is often passed from teacher to student, like an old world trade, and I love the special relationship that comes with that kind of passing of the torch. It is one of the hidden gems of a career in music which I had not expected when I had set out to be a performer and composer.